The ImREAL project is developing a set of personalized adaptive services to augment simulation-based training on job interviews with a focus on intercultural communication competence. This example shows how this simulator will work. When the user logs into the system, they are asked if they have an existing social networking web account, for example Twitter or Flickr, and if so, they supply their account ID. From these details, relevant information about the user's level of intercultural exposure and intercultural awareness can be automatically retrieved and added to the user's augmented profile. This information helps the application to present only content that is relevant and adapted to their level of competence. Before interacting with the simulation, the user is also asked to enter a forethought phase and to state their strategies for the simulated job interview. They set their learning objectives, deciding on what competencies they want to work with or which phase of the interview they intend to concentrate on. The system will support this activity by suggesting some learning objectives that match the user's augmented user profile, but the user is free to choose, reject, or change these suggestions. The simulation then begins. The activity starts, and once the user is immersed in the situation, they are presented with communication and behavioural choices. These choices are never obvious, and depending upon the user's ability to interpret non-verbal clues and on their awareness of intercultural differences, their choices cause different things to happen in the next stage of the simulation. The user's profile, at different stages in the simulation, prompts support from the user's adaptive buddy. The buddy is an intelligent tutoring tool that provides metacognitive support with its adaptivity tailored to the user's augmented user profile. The buddy might interact by asking things like, "Are you sure about your decision?" or "Would you like to get further support?" In these situations, the buddy could also offer a list of YouTube videos that might help to complement the user's understanding of the simulated situation, or present peer experiences which might be in the form of short stories that the user could relate their own experiences to. After the interaction with the augmented adaptive simulator, the user enters a self-reflection phase in which they get feedback from the system. This feedback helps the user to make causal connections with how they performed in the real world, helping them to detect competence gaps and develop strategies for real-world interviews or to plan for their next simulated interview.